Can SHELLY and Fraser Pryce, Shericka Jackson, and ELAINE Thompson Herah give Jamaica another 1-2-3 sweep in the women's 200-meter finals? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. And now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button and finally leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready, yep, good to go. Recently, Jamaica celebrated its first sweep at the ongoing competition, the women's 100 meters, where SHELLY and Fraser Pryce won in a time of 10.67, followed by Shericka Jackson running 10.73 and ELAINE Thompson Herah running a time of 10.81 to take that third spot. It was the third occasion on which these three ladies swept a major global competition. The only difference being the order was a little different. Now, on Thursday, the 21st of July, will we be able to repeat the same in the women's 200-meter finals? I think we have a huge chance of doing so. It was glorious that our first three medals at the ongoing international competition came from these three queens, SHELLY and Fraser Pryce, Shericka Jackson, and ELAINE Thompson Herah. Now, having just watched the semifinals of the women's 200 meters, we here at Peter Lloyd World believe statistically we are able to win in a similar order. In other words, we will be able to win a gold, a silver, and a bronze in the women's 200 meters, all things remaining equal. Now, in Heat 1, semi-final 1, Shericka Jackson looked amazing. She laid down a scorcher, cantering to an astounding 21.67 seconds and did not look quite winded. She went hard in the first, I'd say 80 meters, but by the 110 meters, she basically shut it down. Now, if she's able to run this kind of time in the finals and or faster, and I think she will be able to run much faster, we are looking at a gold medal from Shericka Jackson. I am not sure who will be able to challenge her in this instance. Jackson was all business in this 200 meters and won quite comfortably, to be honest with you. Like I said, she ran really hard for the first 80 to 90 meters and basically shut it down coming off this bend, running 21.61 and easing down almost to a dead stop, and being at least 3-5 meters ahead of the entire field. As you can see here, she's clearly the favorite going in to win. Of course, next up in semi-final 2, Heat 2, was ELAINE Thompson Herah. Thompson Herah miscalculated, but came off the bend looking quite comfortably and was in full control. However, as I said, she miscalculated and had to wait to see if she qualified in the fastest losers category. She ran 21.97, equaling Dina Asher-Smith, who also ran 21.97. It was the young lady Tamara Clark of the United States who won that semifinal in 21.95. SHELLY and Fraser Pryce also looked splendiferous. She looked remarkably relaxed and comfortable. She led from start to finish, and in fact within the first 30 meters was a clear 3 meters ahead of the entire field. No one could catch her, including the young Abby Steiner, who thus far this year has ran the third fastest time when we include the 21.67 that Shericka Jackson just ran. So looking at these ladies, it is evident to me that we can actually win both the gold, the gold, the silver, and the bronze. We can sweep. Now, I know some of you are going to question ELAINE Thompson Herah. Thompson Herah's semi-final was extremely reserved. She wasn't running at all, and in fact, that was the issue. She was just trying to get through the rounds to go to the next level. She was concentrating on Dina Asher-Smith, and none of them saw young Tamara Clark out there in lane number 2. She sort of surprised them both. But running that 21.97, I was very confident that there was no way she would not get through. So what I'm saying to you is that 21.97 is not her best, not even close. I think she can run closer to a 21.7. If she's able to execute that, she can win. Now, the only persons I believe who could spoil the fun would have to, of course, be Tamara Clark. She ran a good race, but I think she sort of ran a little too hard, but she'll have time to recover. I also think, and I've been saying this all along, Dina Asher-Smith, Dina Asher-Smith, Dina Asher-Smith. Dina Asher-Smith looks to be in the best shape of her life. I think she's the only person who can break up the party for us in terms of another sweep. Now, if we are able to sweep, that would be the first time I know of in recorded history that the same 3 athletes have swept both the 100 and the 200 meters. So if all 3 women, all things remaining equal, looking the way they looked, we should be able to sweep. I do believe ELAINE Thompson Herah can shave off several more of that 21.97. I believe she will be able to run a 21.70 for the finals, if not faster. So don't be concerned about what she did. It was just a miscalculation, as I said. ELAINE Thompson Herah was simply concentrating on Dina Asher-Smith. She just wasn't thinking about Tamara Clark. And as experienced as she is, she made a miscalculation. So I do think, looking at the stats, that we can have a 1-2-3, and more than likely we will have a 1-2-3, because I think, as I said, all 3 of these ladies intend to be on that podium. The only person I honestly think is a danger to what's happening has got to be Dina Asher-Smith. Now, some of you are going to say, what about Abby Steiner? Abby Steiner said in an interview that she has run 77 races. She must be tired. And if you saw her in the semi-final round, she was not very, she wasn't very convincing. And, Shelly and Fraser Pryce made her look small. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. Fraser Pryce was just, Abby Steiner is remarkably talented, but I just think that these 3 Jamaican women are at a different level. I really think the only person in that pack who can really create a problem will be Dina Asher-Smith. I believe all the other athletes have pretty much ran their fastest at this point. I believe there is a possibility. Of course, I might be a little biased in this instance, so don't take my word for it, but just look at the statistics. The statistics are in the semifinals, we ran, I believe, 21.67 for Shericka Jackson, 21.81 for Shelly and Fraser Pryce, and a very contained and easy 21.91 for ELAINE. 21.91 or 21.97? 21.97, I believe, for ELAINE Thompson Herah. And like I said, I think she has more in the legs. The spoiler could be Dina Asher-Smith. I believe that she's determined to be on that podium one way or the other. So our weakest link at this point going in is ELAINE Thompson Herah, and I believe she has much more in her legs. So I think we have a huge chance of sweeping. But of course, we'll find this out in about, 24 hours or so? And of course, this is just my 2 cents. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments. Remember, you're royals. You are our royals. Kings and queens. Act accordingly. Bless up.